I really hate how this internet does that, though. That's... Ugh. I gotta move to the city, guys. Only you can help me move to the city. Anyway, let us continue, shall we?
I got you back.
Alright, so what do we got? Okay, we got all that caught up. And... yeah, so these cuffs kind of like got you clamped in even harder now, because it's like as soon as you collapse into this form, like you had a chance, and then as you wiggled, the cuffs tightened, and it just kind of like clenched down on your new form. So, what do you want to do?
Well, again, look at those cuffs and see if they have fuzz on them, because if they do, well, I ain't getting out of this for a while.
Not like, are you asking like if there's like internal flaws in it?
No, fuzz.
Oh, huh? Okay, I don't think I'm understanding what you're asking.
Basically asking if
It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Move on.
Okay.
I'm asking if it's the dimensional shackles he bought.
Ah, okay, yeah. No, these aren't. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are
That's
just
okay.
well-crafted shackles. So there we go. Alright, now we're
Okay.
cool. So yeah, let's go back up to Christopher and Kronk and see how well we're coming up with ideals here. And I will say, like, Vol and Jack, like, you're down that city square, but looking around at this point, like, you still don't know where they are. All he gave you was a direction. He didn't tell you how far. Like, maybe
Next
we should
thing
resolve
that
Okay,
Christopher
go ahead.
sees, Kronk stomping around trying to find a loose board.
Give me an investigation, Kronk.
The other thing too I like about it is that Bull actually has her long strider still activated, so she's literally outpacing Jack the entire time, and
She
she has
is
to
a-
stop a couple times.
Like, hurry up, Jack.
Like, Jack, why are you so slow?
Shut the hell up.
Alright. Kronk, as you kind of like go through the building in various locations, you find yourself wandering into the storeroom by the kitchen where like all the spices and stuff are, and then all of a sudden your foot goes through the floor. And as you lift your foot up through the rug, the trap door that you step through kind of like comes up with it.
I might have found something, Christopher.
Oh, did you find the complex pulley system that would open the stairway or doorway?
I broke a rug.
Christopher just gives him a look, just, yeah. Alright, clearly I have... You know what, I'm not going to think about it, but in his mind he has already set his expectations for this individual a little bit lower.
And as you walk into the storeroom, you can see him like shedding the last pieces of shattered wood off his feet.
So,
And there is a
Lydia
stairway
would
go
even
down.
have foot in the kitchen.
Hey, maybe Arthur is down there.
Do you go down there?
Either that or we found the wine cellar. One of the two. Well, I suppose those aren't mutually exclusive. You know what, I'm not going to think about that. We are in a time crunch. As he just starts making his way down.
And as you go
And
Kronk's gonna stop him before he gets
Oh.
starts heading down.
you stop him, okay.
Yeah. And do you see where Jack and Vol are?
I'm not sure where they could be.
Dorian's
So-
invisibly picking his nose.
Dorian?
Almost got it. What's up, boss?
If you'd be so kind, could you perhaps take a scope around outside to see if you can locate Jack and Vol? I don't know if they've at any point wandered away from the fires, but
Yeah, sure thing, boss.
Just
I'll get started on
in
that.
the event something happens.
Yeah. All right. And you hear a loud as something sticks to the wall nearby. And then you see a big old loogie of a booger. And then he flies off, invisibly.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, how dark does it look down there?
As you scan downward, like, you're bringing in some light, right? And the bottom of the area seems to go down about 10, 15 feet or so. And you can see the base of the stairs and a floor that kind of like leads into a hallway, but then it gets darker beyond that. You have dark vision?
I have dark vision, but I don't think Kronk does.
Nope.
Right.
Cronk's got
Right.
regular eyes.
No, that's fair.
Then,
And as
then
you
Christopher is going to
yeah, you go ahead, finish. Sorry.
Kronk is going to tap Kronk's shield, and it starts shedding bright light. So, there you go, Kronk.
There you go. You can illuminate the way with the Lumina.
Should we wait for Jack and Vol?
So, I think either way we're taking a gamble. We don't necessarily know if they're simply down there waiting or if they've actually left the house.
Are we heading down then?
You know what, Christopher will give... Actually, no, I'll say this on table. We'll give Dorian perhaps 5 minutes for a report, and if neither Jack nor Vol nearby, then we should make our way down. I'd hate to think that the residents of this home would return while we were waiting around.
I'll make
I
a
am
check for Dorian.
Worried there are people down there for us.
Oh, but then who would have put the rug back?
Kronk's just gonna wave his hand. Magic.
As he starts to cast mending? Question mark? I don't know. Well, as you guys are entering into the square, as I said before, like, you and Jack were given a direction, but as far as whereabouts, you still have no clue. So what do you guys want to do as you enter into the square-like area? And you do
Also,
not
just
see...
trying to look back and forth, looking around. And she's just kind of like, damn it, I really don't know how far it is. Yells all the way down like 50 feet away from Jack. Can you send something as you get over here?
Hold on! And I just eventually get up there to where Vol and both the coaches are waiting. Because they all have the same movement speed right now.
Yeah, Jacko
Yeah,
laughs
we
at you.
do.
Yeah, alright, I'm here. What?
Like, they pointed to a general direction, but man, I kind of wish we had something of Christopher's and Krog's. We'd be able to trail them down.
All of a sudden you feel weight upon your head, and then you feel like some claws go around your face invisibly, and then it kind of like points you in a direction, and you hear Dorian's voice say, "March!"
No, it's December.
No, I need you to start marching because Christopher's looking for you.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we're do we even see Dorian? He's invisible,
No,
right?
no, he's invisible, but he's forcing like her head to go in a direction. Go that way.
But it's a wall. I'm in the other direction. Oh, okay.
Oh my God, humans! Am I right? Oh, yeah, you get it. Kind of like talks to the bear, but you can't see that. And then the bear's like, "Moo," and off you go.
That is
So,
correct. We're good.
Within 5 minutes, you can see the clearly open door that was never locked to begin with on the floor. They're in there.
I'm not gonna ask why the door is knocked down.
No, Kronk said it was unlocked. I asked him.
Oh, that's fair. Hold on, Dorian. Give Jack 15 seconds.
God, he is slow today, huh?
I know, I can't figure out why.
Hustle up,
should
We need
Buttercup.
cigarettes.
Yeah, I would have beat all y'all if the XP could make out the elevator.
Well, guess what? I think it's just you need to exercise more, but anyway, let's just go down. Try to looking for where Kristen is. Hold on, just looks at grabs Dorian a little bit, looks at him, and goes like, "Can your boss just tell us where he is right now, and we'll just follow where he?"
I mean, I'm
went."
taking you to him. Keep marching.
Puts Dorian back on her head and go like, "Marching, marching."
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
he's
meanwhile,
leading you to the-
Christopher's just like out loudly complaining now. No secret candelabra, no lever, no bookcase. Where's the creativity?
Just wait.
It
Uh,
it was a very nice rug.
it was. That rug was very deceptive. So yeah, eventually you hear Vol and all the little critters and Jack entering in right behind you, and you see them
Oh,
in
there
the
you-
foyer.
Oh dear, all of them. Oh dear.
Bear,
Moo.
don't go into the hallway. Let Jack come
Moo.
first.
Waits for Jack.
Alright, I'm assuming you're all waiting because Arthur's dead. Why are we all standing around?
To let you through.
Fine, I let through. Oh, look, it's dark down below. Hold on. I whip out both wands.
No, it's not, because Kronk has a shining shield that's like a flashlight now.
Oh, okay, right. Or I didn't see that on account of a giant
Ah,
bear's
nice.
ass in my way.
Oh god. You can do it, Mega. You don't have to make this joke. You don't have to.
You can barely put up with that, huh?
My god, I was gonna go like, Mega? Are you gonna say it?
Just can't bear to stand it, huh? Alright.
No,
So
it wasn't-
everybody's here. Let's stay on task. Otherwise we're gonna go on break.
Did you find Arthur at all? Is he around?
He
You
is
look-
around, and thankfully he's still alive, but appears that he might be imprisoned and just looks down into this stairway. It looks like he might be underground.
Would you like to send Dorian down and have him investigate while we just follow behind?
Why are you volunteering me, huh? That's not your job.
I mean, I'm just suggesting that because you have the greatest.
Oh, why
skill
don't we
of them
send
all.
Chudnook down there and let him volunteer? That's what I think. Boss, send Chudnook.
Can Chinook turn invisible? Looks at Chinook.
Squeak,
Shrugs
squeak.
arms. That's my reason why I mentioned we send
Yeah,
Dorian
yeah,
down.
yeah, and you don't pay my hazard pay. So,
I'll buy you a lollipop later.
I'm not Shelly. You can't buy me.
Kronk offers Dorian one of the Danishes.
Persuasion check, Kronk. You're not the one putting him in danger, but you're definitely putting on a good deal on the table.
Aww.
Not buying it, Kronk. Can't buy me with goodies.
Kronk eats the Danish.
Okay, that's fair.
Full,
How would you
what-
feel
what-
about if you were to ride Chinook while going down?
I mean, boss, you're the boss. You tell me what to do, I do it, but I'm not going to take orders from her.
offers Chinook as a mount for him to ride?
He gets his saddle that he made for it.
I would have
Giddy up.
recommend staying invisible. Oh, alright.
So Chudnook and Dorian go racing down to the bottom of the cellar.
Just so you know, Chinook does have blind sight.
No, that's fair. And he does have Dorian guiding him along. All of a sudden, you hear a loud thunk as Chinook runs into a wall because Dorian's being an asshole. Oh no, Chinook, what happened? Hey, boss. There's a bunch of wines down here on a rack. That fancy red stuff people like to drink. Not the blood, but...
Well, at least I was half right. Hopefully, maybe I'm fully right, and it's not just a wine cellar.
Oh, it's a wine cellar of a rich Elvis prick? Cool, let's take that shit.
yeah, let's do.
Kronk
Well,
motions down the stairs to Jack.
Ladies first.
He'll go first. He's not gonna wait.
Alright, so
All right,
Jack
you'll have
goes
fun
one
talking.
way.
I'm gonna go down first.
Yeah, and as you go into this dank cellar, you can see Chinook being directed towards the wall a few times, and Dorian playing chicken with the wall and Chinook. But before you, there is a big old rack of about 25 bottles of wine that have been bottled up, kept on these nice looking shelves, 5 per row, and like 5 by 5, right? So you got the idea. Trying to think, is there any, like, other than these wine bottles, you see solid walls on the far end of the hallway and the wall behind you. So it seems like this place was just used for storing wine? Question mark?
I'm gonna whip out both wands, and I'm gonna cast light on the wand of magic missiles, just so there's an extra light source.
Fair enough.
And put the wand of war mage away. And since I've been to Smithersman's place, he has that kind of secret door to this laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I doubt it, but just in case, I'm gonna start going to the walls and kind of doing that kind of knocking to see if anything sounds hollow.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. 19.
All along the wall behind you is solid. You're not sure, but the sound of the wall where Dorian's trying to run Chinook into, like, it thuds, but it's like maybe that is natural for that spot anyway. Like, you don't hear like an echo, but the thud is still a slap, as it were. Because you're kind of like beating up against like a stone structure that has been put down here.
Oh, I've got it. Perhaps we have to pull out all of the wine bottles in a specific order, and then the door will open.
Jack is just gonna run his hands like palm down and try to feel if there's like an edge, like a door hidden in here.
Can't really...
Kronk's just gonna start pulling out the wine bottles and handing them to Christopher.
okay. So they came down. That's all I need to hear. And you start pulling the wine bottles. Do you start from top to bottom or bottom to top? Where do you start?
I think Kronk would have started with the dead center one and
Dead
like
center.
spiraled out.
Okay, spiraled out. Go ahead.
I just know
Cole.
Cole's gonna pull out her bag. Cole's gonna pull out her bag and be like, I don't think you want to leave Emma and Sam right here. Put all the bottles in this bag.
So here's what happens. Jack is still examining that wall. Like, it is sus. It is sus. Like, you definitely feel like there's something to this. And then the very last bottle that Kronk pulls out is the very top left. And it doesn't come out, Kronk. It's stuck to something. Do you want to force it?
That seems like a silly question.
Athletics, my friend.
I love it. I love it.
You hear a loud snap, but at the same time, you also hear a loud as the door or the wall that was sheeted in front of you, Jack, kind of like starts to lift upwards and then locks. And then that bottle, whatever system it was connected to, just snaps off. And you have that bottle of wine. Like, it was just stuck, right? That's it. You unstuck it. You did it.
Kronk's gonna take a good look at that bottle.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a hook system on the bottom of the bottle that's kind of like dangling there, and you snap the wire of whatever it was attached to.
He's gonna hand it to Vol.
Well, slowly puts it into her bag with the rest of the bottles. Which, how many did I get?
25.
25.
25 bottles of
Of
wine.
red
from the
elvish
wall.
wine.
25 bottles of wine. He
All right,
takes
let's-
them all down on the ground.
Look, we're gonna go on break if you're gonna sing the whole thing. Anyway,
So, wait, hold on, Kronk. Where did you pull that last one?
Krunk's gonna point in the general direction.
top left.
Just gonna peek over at it.
Yeah, you see a broken cable that has been stretched out beyond its limit, and you see where it was snapped apart from Kronk's powerful grip. If you want to discern if it's going to collapse on itself or anything, I'll let you make an investigation. I don't know what you want to do here, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I was mostly trying to figure out if that thing just no longer works now.
Yeah, we're on the same page then, yeah.
14.
It looks like it's gotten stretched to the point to where it cannot retract back to trigger it. So that door may be stuck open.
No, so the door's open, but it's just stuck open.
Well, due to the mechanism, it seems like that's the case, yeah.
Okay. So, well, there's certainly no disguise. Then you think about, that does seem like a silly question. Clearly something was taken, as we've now taken all of their wine.
Yes, you guys are...
But I'm also,
Leave no evidence.
also, I'm frankly a bit disappointed. I was hoping for at least 5. And with that, Christopher's gonna look at the opening.
Yeah, and it leads into an actual staircase that is structured to go downward even further. And you get a hint of decay and like sour water smell kind of like hits your nostrils. Like you can definitely tell there's a acrid scent going down in this location.
So do we know that Arthur is down here?
Christopher's just gonna point his finger in the direction of the door.
Uh-huh.
More or less.
Alright, well, y'all play with the-
Sorry, I should have been clear. By way of message.
Nah. Alright, well, if you're all gonna play and break more doors, I'm just gonna go down. And he's just gonna start going down.
Bull's gonna respond and be like, I'll stay up here because... Oh, actually, will the door closed, or is there anything they could do if someone comes behind us?
I could take a look, but I'm
Arthur,
guessing
give me-
y'all are just gonna force it again.
Arthur,
Nah,
give me a
nah.
perception check as they're having a conversation here.
I
ahead,
don't
finish
think
it.
I like this.
Go ahead and finish your thought.
Oh, wow.
Well, you hear a loud noise in both directions. Like from the left to the right, something loud happened on both ends.
By the way, am I able to connect with Arthur,
Yeah.
or...
Absolutely, yeah. That's never changed. As long as you had a general idea where he is, go for it.
Arthur, by chance, does it smell awful in there?
Yep.
I mean, it smells of fucking mildewy water. Seriously, why can't they give me fucking water that I can drink? Also, I heard 2 noises. Please tell me those were you.
Well, I'm not sure about 2 noises, but we've definitely opened a doorway.
Yeah, he's going to just kind of look around. Okay, maybe get me a lockpick at the process.
Oh,
in the process.
I got one. Pulls out her limited edition lockpick set.
Yeah, that's true,
I'm
right?
joking.
Well,
It's
this is
meant
a
to
one-way
note-
conversation, though.
Right.
Well.
No, I got excited. I got excited.
I know
Sorry.
you did. I know you did. Go ahead and finish, Christopher.
Okay, then Christopher will relay some information.
So, well, good news. Arthur is once again still alive. Apparently, the smell is that,
As he just points outward.
and apparently he may require some assistance in freeing himself, as he has no tools to unlock himself.
Wow, really? He got captured and they took his stuff? Usually when I get captured, they leave everything on me. And he just gives him like a look of like, are you surprised?
Yeah, right?
But I'm supposing then that you don't keep like a hairpin in your shoes or something.
Why would I keep a hairpin in my shoes?
At least those people that captured him didn't kill him.
That's very true.
Although that
That's
is
my
worrisome.
Arthur.
That's a good thing.
Arthur, you hear a strange, slick noise from the far east end of the hallway.
Can I maybe identify that with a history check? Like, is this
Sure,
something-
why not?
is this something he may or may not have heard before?
We'll say this though. If
Go ahead.
Christopher's asking for like a piece of tool, Vol's gonna be like, hold on. Pulls out this weird burlap sack. Just starts sticking it through a bag of like clunkling junk that sounds like garbage and glass breaking. And
Arthur,
then
you can
pulls
go
out
ahead
a
and make
limited
that, though.
edition lockpick set.
No clue.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
flushing toilet.
Yeah, like, somebody's got toilet. Like, that bastard. So,
Well, at any
as
rate, we shouldn't tarry.
Yeehaw! Dorian and Chinook go further down.
And I guess before Christopher goes down, he's going to grip his Rod of the Pact Keeper and give himself a spell slot.
Okay.
Because he burned both getting here.
You're welcome. So, everybody's going down, yes or no?
Yeah, Jack is going down.
Alright, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to put us on a different map real quick. Let me find just a regular space here. Let me see, will this work? It's going to be a little bright, but I can definitely draw in details as needed. So we're just going to do a white page here. No, not there. Come here. Wait. I can go to this map, I think, and I'll just delete whatever's on there. Yeah. Oh, I can't delete this. I'm sorry. I got to go to a different map. That was Amara's hard work. Alright, we'll go here. Alright, so give me a marching order and I'll draw like the hallway, right?
Kronk will be in front of Christopher.
And this is the direction you guys are going down. This is where you're coming from. So feel free to put yourselves over here as you're coming down the hall. And you can be as left of the hallway as you want. The further back to the left you are, the further in the back line you are. If you're up front, then the closer to the hallway you want to be. Okay? This isn't relative, but when it becomes relative, like this here will be the location Arthur's on. There's like a cell over here. There's probably various other cells that are along the way, but the one you're worried about is over here. And as you start to descend into this dungeon, as it were, you can definitely feel the air getting more accurate and more mildewy as you reach the base of the steps. And you can kind of hear the, I don't know, like Arthur, you're moving around every so often, right? Bitching about the food,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You can
Yeah.
off and on hear Arthur bitching about if only there was some real water or any of that effect, and you can tell that you're in the right vicinity at this point.
But he
That
is making
slick
it easier.
noise.
We can literally hear him complain from miles away.
Arthur, that slick noise is getting closer. What would you guys like to do?
Well, let's definitely get this over with, right? And Vol just starts walking forward in the direction of Arthur's voice.
Jack's gonna be right close behind with the two coaches in tow.
All right. Can I get a perception check from everybody? Oh, I love this. This is hilarious. Okay, so I don't
could
have to
roll
hide
the
this.
animals too. Oh.
I don't have to hide this. There is a slick noise as you approach closer. Christopher's the only one unaware because he's like way in the back, right? But the rest of you can clearly see this transparent form of goo coming down, and you look past it and the hallway is immaculate. And it seems to be scooting its way in this direction. I need everybody to roll for initiative. And this might be where we take our first break. So go ahead and click your tokens, roll for initiative, and then we're going to go take a break. And then when we come back, we're going to get into this little bit of a combat to rescue our friend Arthur. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll BRB. We're going to go ahead and take that break because, yeah. See you in a few, about 10-15 minutes. As soon as I click the right buttons. We are coming back from our break, and we're about to find out, aren't we? So, at the start of the turn, like Vol, you're one of the first people to react to this giant sliding pile of goo that's coming down the hallway. What would you like to do?
I mean, out of curiosity, Star, do you think I would know about a goo and how they work, or do you think I just...
Well, you perceive this giant square goo moving on its own. That's all you need to know. What you think of it, that's you. What do you think it is? Like, do you know what it is? I don't know.
Let me roll something. She's a smart girl. Yeah, she probably knows what it is then. She's like, oh god, not again. And Lily just starts walking over to it.
What does she mean again?
Last time I did this, like, grumbling to herself, like, and then just stabs it with her corpse slayer. With a booming blade. So that'll be that. Do I hit?
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Then ignore that too. It's 17 points of piercing and thunder damage.
So how much is that?
And-
17?
That's 17, yeah. And bonus action, poke it. So.
No, this corpse slayer, is it a magical weapon or?
It is a magical weapon I got. It's against good undead. It's basically an undead slayer. I just put the effect it had on it so that we don't have to constantly look up the item
Continue.
constantly. Yeah, bonus action, stab it in the goo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a low blow.
That is a natural 1, right? So that misses.
That's a natural one. And then she's going to look at the group and go like, I am not standing close to this thing, and just starts trying to walk back.
So attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Can you
So
hit a
I-
24?
About to find out. Hold on, I gotta get the right character sheet.
I will be terrified of this creature.
As opposed to the left character sheet.
Like it tries to reach out and grab you, but you manage to escape.
And then she's just gonna literally back up over here. Well, they're just walking back, go like, I recommend you to also take a step back. Ruined a lot of good stuff I had on last time. And that'll be the end of her turn.
Alright, Cromp. What would you like to do?
Hey, well, I have an idea. If I were to say grab Vol and like pull her behind me, is that a full action or let me use that as a bonus action?
That sounds like work. Because that's technically grappling.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an action. That's an action.
Okay, so I'm gonna spike growth right to her toes. The rest of the way as far as it'll go.
Okay, so let me see if I got this straight. Well, it's 20-foot radius, right? So where do you want the center to be? And I'll help you out here in just a second. Let me pull over a lovely object that we can put a sphere on so we can see what the radius is.
So it should like end there, and the center should be there.
Where do you want it?
So the circle will end at Vol, so it's full just outside of it. Yeah.
Arthur, no! Well, I mean, he's got to walk through it, right? So all of a sudden, Arthur, you see spikes come up from underneath your feet. And at this point, you're probably grateful there's a chain that you can try to climb up. Alright.
Just got wide eyes looking down.
Kronk, anything else as the spike growth takes the field?
Nope, that's all he's got for this turn.
All right. The gelatinous cube. And I just have to ask, is that where Dorian is, or did you want him somewhere else, Chris?
Like, honestly, because like you said that Dorian and Chinook like went ahead, but I'm not sure how far ahead is.
Yeah, that'll work. We'll leave him there. Because the next thing that happens is, yes, it will take damage. Hold on, let me see its movement. This might be a little tricky on my end. Oh, okay, that's enough then. Yeah, so...
Difficult
glides
terrain
for-
and
Hold on, let me read then.
it's difficult terrain. It'll take booming blade damage as well as spike growth damage.
God, that sounds like that is a brutal spell.
Also, how can Dorian be stuck? He's flying. I saw that
Because
message.
this cube is all the way from the ceiling to the floor.
Oh, I thought she was like referring to like the spike growth.
Oh, no, I wasn't worried about him. I was going to eat the familiars, that way we can get him off the field. But I'm just checking something real quick, because, yeah, just want to see how, because it seems weird. So I guess technically it can only move one pace forward. So go ahead and give it 5 feet of damage. And roll your booming blade.
Or
All right.
didn't it move 10 feet?
Because of its form, like that's... Well, hold on.
Because it was originally there. So 5,
Alright, there you go.
which equals 10.
It took 10 thunder damage.
Okay. And then, Kronk, you get to roll 2d4. And it takes 5 spike growth. And let me just see if this thing has any range. Oh my god, come on. Why are you doing that to the character sheet? No. Alright, cool. That's where it... Well, I guess we could do that. It will burn its... but does it allow it to... Okay. Gelatinous cubes. It's been a hot moment. Actually, I don't usually use these. Okay, yeah. So it will... Nah, I'll just leave it alone. Alright, what's Dorian doing?
See. But this is one of those weird situations where, unfortunately, Dorian went ahead of Christopher.
Wait! Later on, Dorian gets to train Cavalier because he's been riding Chinook for so long.
I'm trying to think because by all accounts, because he's kind of riding Chinook.
Should we just see if he
But I also imagine
realizes...
that-
Did we make a perception check as Dorian?
Would Chinook recognize it?
I mean...
They do have blind sight, so they can kind of echolocate it, and then it just bounces back to them.
Sounds like a perception check still. You can make them on both.
Okay.
Blind as a bat.
Well, the thing is, echolocation.
Yeah, but Dorian's the one riding him, so ah. I'll leave it up to you guys. You do what you think those rolls are good for.
Christopher, what do you think Dorian would do? He's the scarier creature that can dominate Chinook.
You know what? Like,
Repeat of the Elks. Charge! What the?
all right, I think the easier way to do this, just because of like how low the wisdom rolls are, I'll just personally roll a d20. We want high. He'll veer up and get away, but low, they basically like get to the close to the slime square first. All right. And that's how we call it. Right, so Dorian and Chinook first wind up here.
Yeah.
And then I imagine Dorian would just be like, well, fuck that.
Oh, shit. Hey, boss, this doesn't look like fun anymore. Gets off Chinook, pushes him into the cube.
Although now
Every
he
man for
himself, he's invisible, but also I imagine a bit of a coward, so he probably just literally hops off of Chinook's back.
Yeah. So yeah, they're
And
both
then just
flying in that
flies
same
off.
space. And then flies off. Well, good news is the cube did get a turn again.
Well, I mean, did Dorian turn back visible?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright. Well, okay, I'll save that for Chinook.
I mean, even if you turn invisible, don't cubes have blind sight?
Oh, that's true.
Do they?
Yep. So,
I actually
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, they do. On the way out, he gets a lash
Does
for
blind
9
sight
points.
work against flying creatures?
Blind sight, not
Say again?
Earth trimmer. It's blind sight, not trimmer sense.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm gonna double check the AC
Since
of him, 'cause
it's
it's been a hot second.
Yeah. Well, his AC is.
All right, it's a 13, so it does
yeah.
hit, but
Yep.
Christopher's going to use his reaction to halve the damage.
All right, fair enough. Seems like he has temp HP at the moment too for something I don't remember.
I gave it to him because
Yeah.
he was there for.
Oh yeah, boss, that feels real good. Oh god, what is that aching pain I feel on my? It's nothing. Like water off a duck's back. Now in Dorian's turn at that point.
Yeah,
I guess.
that would be all he'd really be. I mean, I guess since he didn't take an action, he might as well take the dodge action, and
All right, sure, we could do that.
that'll end his turn then.
All right, Jack, you're up.
Jack just kind of grins once he sees the spike growth and just looks back at Kronk. You big, beautiful bastard. Takes out his smithing tools, create the force ballista, makes it tiny, and he sits it on his shoulder. Alright, buddy. Do what you do best, and the force ballista is gonna shoot at the gelatinous cube.
If you roll a 1, I'm gonna have it accidentally shoot you in the face.
12.
Surprisingly hits.
That does 22 force damage,
That hurts.
and it is pushed 5 feet back.
Man, you rolled really well on those d8s. God.
Blown away by that. I mean, no pun intended, though.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's the tiny turret is just sitting on his shoulder now. That's the end of the turn.
What do you want to do, Arthur?
Let's go
Hey.
look down at the spike growth. Go-
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then he's just gonna start clambering his way up. Nope, 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 nope.
Alright, fair enough. You are in your cell trying to climb away from the growth. Is that into your turn?
Yep, until he, yep, basically just climbing up to the ceiling. If he
All
can,
right.
he's gonna try on the ceiling.
Right. Alright, Christopher, you're up.
Yeah, Christopher is just looking at that thing. But it's not the grossest thing, but it's also not the cleanest. Oh, is it clean?
You look behind it,
I'm
the
not gonna
walls are
question it.
immaculate.
Slime up above, slime down below. I
we get
think
two
you
now.
just need to fucking go. As he casts Eldritch Blast on it.
Cha-choom, cha-choom.
Yeah, there's a 29 and a 17.
You know, I guess both of those will hit.
Now let's see if it reset my stuff or not. Okay, no. And you know what, Star?
What's up?
Just go ahead and knock it back 20 feet.
As it flies back 20 feet, it just splatters, and there's this big old pile of goo that just kind of like fills the exterior of that hallway. You blew your load, Christopher. It is dead.
Christopher just blinks. Oh dear.
Great, let's go get Arthur. Start's about to walk forward. I'm
You walk
joking,
forward?
but not really.
No.
It's like, please step on the spike growth.
Like, it's not invisible, you can see them.
Just before her foot hits the ground, Kronk lets go of the spell.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, I have to ask, like, what does the spike growth look like for you, like in this this dark tunnel? Like, does it actually look like plants, or is it like mildew, or like rough mildew?
What do you think, Kronk?
Yes?
Big old mildewy like pillars just flying out of the ground, ready to spike somebody. Alright, so there before you, the spike rope falls back to the ground. We have a normal floor once again, Arthur. You're free to come back down. And as you kind of like stand there looking through the metal bars, you see a skinny, scrawny looking figure that you probably don't recognize, currently chained to the ceiling.
Oh, he didn't turn back into Arthur?
Couldn't.
Oh, right.
Oh dear,
I
they've kept someone
forgot.
else down here.
Excuse me,
Oh,
dumbass.
Sorry, I had to make that joke.
You're welcome.
I'm guessing this is Arthur.
Did they not feed you while you were down here?
Food
Nope.
is terrible.
As he kind of kicks towards the bowl and the lack of hay. Well, considering I've been down here with this, says he razzle changed. Yeah. Can I maybe get a lockpick or something?
Oh, correct. You said you had picks, correct, Vol?
It was when we were doing the shopping trip in the other city, remember? I thought he'd like them, but I never got the chance to give it to him.
Can I just butt in real quick?
What's up, Jack?
I got a quicker way. I'm gonna have the Eldritch Cannon just shoot at the where the chains are hooked to that circle thing hanging from the ceiling, just to try to break it.
All
I
right,
can't
have
word
a-
today.
Yeah, you do an attack roll. These chains have a specific AC.
Soft 20.
The blast hits the chains and they rattle, and Arthur kind of like thrown back a little bit from the force of it, because technically the force ballista would have pushed back if it could have, but this thing seems pretty tight in place. There's some wear that starts to form on the chains, but not enough to completely break it.
Alright, an attempt was made. I can keep doing it while y'all fiddle with the locks.
I mean, I will say this. That was not as fast as you know, advertised. Started to try to open the bar doors.
Okay, so you're trying to open the bar doors. How are you doing this?
First, I'm gonna try to open it normally, as if it wasn't locked.
It is locked. Amazing. Doors that lock.
Dorian, would you like to just bring one of the picks over to Arthur's hand?
If you say so, boss.
Be careful, they're one of a kind. I just imagine it's like they're just regular lock picks, but they're just
Yeah.
like a little symbol on the bag.
Oops, I dropped it. Ting, ting, ting. Oh, where did it go?
Hands another one.
All
Now
right,
she
Arthur.
forever has an incomplete set.
Yeah. So Arthur, the imp comes over with a lockpick and hands it to you. Yeah, you seem a little tied up. You need help there?
If you want to help support the damn thing, that would be lovely.
Support? You were talking to the wrong person.
I guess I'm doing this myself then. As he just digs in the pick and just starts trying to pick the lock.
Yeah, so just give me thieves' tools with disadvantage. Just because of the angle that you're kind of like trying to get to it at. Yeah, not bad.
19.
Yeah, easily enough. Takes you a few minutes, and eventually you get it done, and you're free.
As I imagine he gets to the ground. Right, now this door. As he just shifts back into Arthur.
Yep.
Bull's just gonna be like, I mean, I could try to break it open, but I don't have that strength.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that dress on you does seem to at least still fit you in the Arthur form.
He then looks down and just immediately slinks back into
You mean
the
to tell me
elvish
you've been
form he was in
climbing
earlier.
walls with a dress? I mean, you can.
Anyhow.
Very ladylike.
Yeah, very ladylike.
Ladylike. Definitely ladylike.
God damn it,
Anyhow.
Christopher.
Anyhow.
But
They're
I
gonna
remember
pick
the
one.
detail where you went out and got a whole outfit.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do a whole formal wear meet and greet and actually talk to people, but we went straight to murder.
That was the plan too, but anyways, he's gonna work on this lock now. 23?
As you start picking the lock, you gulp because all of a sudden you hear a loud splash noise, as it seems this was trapped, and everybody within 5 feet of the door has to make a dexterity save as it splatters in all directions. It's like an acid blob. We'll just do...
When Gross comes toward Christopher, he's aptly dodging. But when it's an arrow, it's his only weakness.
So if you rolled 14 or lower, you'll take 9 points of damage. 15 or higher, you take half that to 4. So there's like this big old splash, psh, and you feel your skin starting to burn in places. If you have evasion, you evade.
Ow.
So, yeah, Arthur's fine. But the door is unlocked.
You know, after seeing that creature, I probably should have saw that coming.
God, not. It's like, at least it wasn't like it caught you. That would have sucked. But kind of wanting to offer a hand to Arthur, go like, do you need a hand? Like, do you want me to? Are you feeling well enough to walk?
As he kind of just jumps around a little bit. I can walk, but if I could get my bloody gear back, that'd be great.
Well, while
Well,
we
what all did you bring with you?
A bag of holding, rapier, pretty much everything.
I mean, like, how spacious does this dungeon look?
Like it goes on, like as you kind of like take a moment to take this in, it seems to continue down, but it seems like this place has been forgotten. Like a place where people don't usually come to or are even aware of.
How badly hurt does Arthur look?
Pretty bad. I mean, he was on the brink of death and he's only had a health potion.
Bull's gonna start pulling out like 5 of her healing potions and just kind of like, with a handful, goes like, I recommend drinking all of these.
Kronk's gonna give him a little pick me up.
Because Kronk has spell slots, because he doesn't use them very often.
But perhaps before indulging in all of those,
Because you know what, Christopher still has spell slots, or has a spell slot.
Yeah. I mean, sure, if we're about to meet the big bad, why not burn all of our spells? I kid.
Where are you, dialogue box?
I know, this is messing up on certain
Box.
things, ain't it? Might
Oh,
have to delete it and
wow.
re-add it, because there are a couple things that were messing up on the axe speak I was mock battling.
What I will do.
I've just noticed it keeps happening specifically with cure wounds on different things.
That sounds really
Weird.
awkward for a session. I cast Cure Wounds! Oh, look at that. You can't cast it because we're
Yeah.
putting it to you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sucks. Alright, you still keep damage.
So yeah, you still look
I
like
mean-
shit, Arthur.
I mean, the part that sucks is that, you know, when I have to add spells, like
Mhm.
I have to, because I pop out the character sheet to
Uh,
another window for easier access.
I could
What
do
I
it
will
for
do
you if you
is
want.
I will give.
No,
Like-
I'm almost there. It's just,
Okay,
it's just
like, yeah, like
it's
if
not really a hassle. It's just a minor inconvenience.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
I will say that
yeah.
just in case, I will give Arthur a potion of greater healing and a dagger.
I mean, it's better than running around
Oh.
naked, right?
Right. I also have a spare longbow if they need to borrow it, but I feel like a dagger would be better right now.
Well, I have no arrows, so
Bull pulls out 3 quivers.
Are you
All right,
proficient in
so
longbow, though?
between myself and Kronk, that would be a total of 42 extra healing.
Well, you feel much
yeah,
better,
Arthur
don't you,
is
Arthur?
proficient.
Okay.
Yep. As he just kind of stretches slightly. Well, as just kind of spins the dagger, and he'll take the longbow. He's proficient in it.
She will hand you the longbow and potion and 20 arrows.
Arthur, as you walk out of this cell and kind of like look off to your right, you can't help but notice there's like a big old splooge of booze that just been kind of like off in that distance.
Oh, I hate everything about this. The sooner we can get out of here with that person in tow, the better. Drowned by their bloody fucking toes if I have to.
All right, so
I'm gonna.
yeah,
Oh,
ask
I was
me.
just gonna skip.
Yeah, I'll let you continue. I just want to make sure, like, I'm trying to give you as much information as possible, but I'm also processing at the same time as you guys are, so I'm definitely putting it together
Yeah.
with you. But ask me questions that you need to know about the location so I can help you out, because I want to make sure we're seeing the same, you know, mind picture. And what do you got, Jack?
Jack was gonna go over to the slime and he has a jug. He's gonna try to scoop without touching it with his hands, try to scoop as much of the slime into the jug as he can.
Give me a dexterity check. Not a save, but a check.
14.
You get about the bottom part of the jug filled. And then some of the ooze starts to drop down on your hand. You quickly move it away.
All right.
Oh, I have one more fun comment. Hold on. Oh, by the way, Arthur, we were able to acquire, how many was it? 25 bottles of elven wine? I'm sure if we went to that nice lady and sold it to her, I'm sure she'd be very appreciative. We'll have to go to her inn later.
That's nice.
As a
lady.
reminder, Christopher was not told about what happened.
I know, right? Jack, your head still kind of like stings in the back a bit.
Yeah. Hey, can I borrow one of those bottles of wine?
Sure, pulls out, looks at the bottle. What? Like, okay, Star, play with me on this one. I pull out a random bottle. What vintage is it?
Give me like an insight check or something, like to see if you know if it's worth money. Like, I'm just gonna tell you if it's worth money.
I mean, I'll
For-
just take that. That works.
For funsies, can we roll a 1d25 to see if she pulled out the one with the hook?
Oh yes, we can, and we'll say what, 1 or 25. What do you think?
Let me do it. Let me do it. I got it.
Well,
One.
no, we gotta pick which. Okay, so 1 is the hook. Got it. All right, go for it.
One is the hook.
1 is the hook. Okay, so you
Aw.
grab a random bottle, and now there's 24 bottles left in the bag.
I mean, it's really hard to read this bottle. It's in this weird dwarvish looking thing. I don't know. Here you
If
go.
you can't,
Yeah,
if
cool.
you can't read Elven, then you have no clue.
Cool.
Wait, no,
so,
I don't think it's Dwarvish. I think it might be French.
yeah. Hold on a second. I got an idea. Jack's gonna pop the cork of the wine bottle and try to carefully pour the slime into the wine.
You have a weird fascination of dealing with dead slime. You know that?
Hmm.
You do realize
had
it's
an
dead,
idea.
right?
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
just saying.
there's an idea.
Give me that dex check. The only reason I'm making you do dex check because it is kind of acidic.
yeah, 13.
13. You accidentally splash your hand, so go ahead and do a little bit of damage to you. I won't make it too much. We'll do a d8. Ooh, 7 points. As you feel your
Okay.
hands start to burn. And then, I mean, you got some of the slime in the bottle with the liquor? Did you pour it out or leave it in?
I left the wine in.
Okay, I see what you're doing here, you dirty bastard.
Yeah,
And
and
make
then
sure
what?
we-
As
Make sure we mark this bottle.
yeah, I'm gonna put it in my inventory and make sure to mark it as such.
You can call it gut rot wine.
All right.
Do I
Just-
want to know why you put that slime's essence into that bottle?
Why else do you think I would do this? He says as he's corking it back on, and then put it into a bag of holding.
I don't know,
Well, no,
says he's an idiot.
I suppose I would understand maybe emptying the bottle and then putting it in, but you left the wine inside with also
Yeah.
adding the.
Yeah, well, how else do you think you would be able to trick someone into drinking it?
Jack, are you upset that they kept winning the drinking contest? Is that why you're...
No, it's
He's getting even
We
more
have-
later, right? Damn it, she's aware.
we have enemies. We can trick them, and we have wine. A shit ton of wine.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be sitting at dinner with him, though, are we? Or are you just kind of like picking his nose there?
Please don't remind me of the dinner with Lillian.
I'm not saying we're gonna sit down and have.
Hey,
Not saying we gotta sit down and have dinner with them, but if we can switch out bottles without someone noticing,
what happens
you know,
What happens if they can read the bottle, though?
it doesn't say it has slime in it. They just see it as normal ass wine.
I don't think I'd like ass wine.
Oh my god!
Good job, Kronk. You win MVP today.
Well, I don't think any of us wants to stay here for any longer. Let's go get
Uh,
Arthur's stuff. Oh, sorry.
Kronk's looking past all the goo. Perhaps Arthur's stuff down there.
Look
I
further down the
mean,
hallway. It
if you
seems
think
to
so.
stretch about 100 or so feet, and then there's like a turn in the tunnel.
It feels like we should follow the tunnel? Or do you think we should just head back the way we came?
Let's follow the tunnel.
Well, honestly, I've sort of been a bit disappointed. Right now, we're looking at amateur cold tower, as he just is still looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like you're really good at knowing all this stuff for horrible, horrible reasons?
Oh, you
Kronk's
didn't
gonna
meet Mother.
motion over to the gelatinous cube and says, but an amateur capture that?
Honestly, I could not tell you, as I don't think Lillian would have ever touched it. Figuratively or literally?
Well, let's continue on. We'll just start to like walk through, but then kind of like are purposely avoiding the slime. Go like, it's not gonna ruin my boots again. It's not gonna ruin my boots again.
There's like a
You better be
There's
dead.
like a little
Walks away.
puddle of slime that has like air in it, and right as soon as you pass it, it kind of like pops and kind of like scatters around you, but you quickly dart away from it. But
Took me way too damn long to polish those.
so you guys are continuing down the hallway, right? Into deeper in, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the
Kronk's in
cell
behind
door-
Vol.
Absolutely. So the cell doors kind of like end about 4 or 5 cells further down. So the cell's kind of like in, and then it's just like a carved out tunnel, and then it starts to decline, like it goes in a slant, like there's no stairs. It's just a decline at like a 45 degrees. So it's like a ramp of sorts that kind of like leads downward. Making a right turn though. You gotta get to the end, then there's like a right turn, and it kind of like descends downward. Are you guys
And then
being
just as they
quiet?
turn the corner, there's a man holding a stringed instrument, just shouting, "Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!"
Get out of here! Get out of here!
You know, Mega,
Keep
I've
that
been
on him.
holding that joke in so long. I've been like, I want to say it. I want to say it. And I couldn't say it. So thank you.
I'm checking out for the rest of the night, guys. Have a good one. Anyway. So you're like, there's just this slant light, and here's the thing: like, it slants down, and then just taking a glance about every 40 or so feet down, it seems to level out for a moment. So like, there's like maybe resting places along the path, and then it slants back down.
Are there? You know how you mentioned there were like jail cells as we were walking through?
Yeah, you're no longer
other
around
ones?
any.
Just
there's
checking.
no-
Just checking.
Yeah, as soon as you take this right turn to start descending, the cells stop. This is like where they were. And then wherever this leads, maybe it's to an exit, maybe it's to a secret room, maybe it's a secret tunnel. So, what do you guys want to do?
Learn how to earthbend?
Well, you should have taken the path of the earth then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ever level up, you might be able to pick one more path.
I'm gonna make a quick Constitution save because I'm still holding concentration for enhanceability. I might as well see if I save on that.
I mean, As it hasn't been
I-
quite a full hour. And
I
you
did
haven't
take
taken any
it.
Oh,
damage. Oh, you
he means
did.
that when he
Yeah,
took
yeah.
damage from
Yeah,
the
yeah. By all
explosion.
means, go for it.
Yeah,
you're
okay.
good.
Yeah,
You're good.
it's still a little bit.
If that's
still-
true, can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything further down?
Sure. Do you have dark vision?
Okay. I'm at advantage.
Do you have dark vision?
Damn it, Jack. Why'd you take my scroll?
But there
I-
is, yeah, at least wherever
I mean,
Kronk or
we-
Jack are, there is up to 40 feet of light.
Yeah, we do
Minimum.
have flashlights. So, yeah, I'll definitely give you perception all the way down to that point.
I mean, the other thing I could do is light up a torch and check it
Well,
further.
there's a.
No,
yeah,
I'll sell it for
I mean, if you could just walk there too. Jeez.
I'm planning to. Don't worry. I'm overcomplicating myself, Star. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
perception
Get your
check.
yeah. Learn the lazy-itis move.
Like, look,
right?
she's not able to just like knock on the floor with telekinesis. Okay.
Right. I know.
No,
right?
I can't.
I mean, that's raw simplicity. All right, so 22. This hallway is immaculate. Very well done. Very well clean. Matter of fact, the like as soon as you step into the right turn, you see to your right, but you can kind of like look clearly upward and see like the indentation of a wall that was lifted up probably from the opposite direction that you were in. So like that's where the slime was originated and started moving that way. But as you look down, there is signs of aging, like cobwebs, dust, and with that perception check you can see some of this dust has been interrupted. Like there has been a recent disturbance of probably two sets of footprints going down this way.
Gonna turn to the group and go like, well, I see. You said 2 footprints, not not 2 sets.
2 sets of footprints going
Okay,
down,
just-
disturbing. Yep. No, you're thinking right.
So basically, just like I see 2 sets of footprints heading this direction. Were there 2 people bothering you, Arthur? You're muted.
Yeah, I know.
Not bothered at
Oh,
all.
there was 2. Well, one was bothering me, the other one was being a pain in my fucking ass.
Who's y'all daddy? Sorry.
Then this is probably where your stuff
Oh.
went.
Calm. We'll stab him later. Probably. Let's get moving. They just keep moving forward.
Alright.
All right. So let's do marching order just in case something random pops up.
I'll be in the front.
Okay. Yeah,
She's
you can-
surprisingly more confident when she's a woman,
Da, da,
but
da,
equally
da.
murderous.
I sometimes am worried about that. It makes me think of people I used to know.
So
Oh,
we're scaling...
did they cut you off? Make you out like you?
I mean, you can put it that way.
I'll let you
I think-
continue talking.
I think what Vol's gonna do finally, she's gonna pull out her hooded lantern and just turn that one on
Mm-hmm.
so that we have more light.
Fair enough. Oh, gee, I'm gonna throw a torch. No, I got hooded lantern too, so let's just...
I'm
yeah.
loaded, Star. I
But
got
it's-
everything.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't see why throwing stuff's gonna help. At any rate, yeah,
Okay,
you lighten the path. Yeah.
If it helps out,
And-
Star, I also have the environmentalist reusable torch.
No, it does not help me at all. Not one bit. But you're not here to help me, are you? You're here to descend into this tunnel as far as it'll let you. So, are you doing anything in particular now that I got a marching order going down this tunnel? Is there like special things you are doing?
Jack is gonna try to keep an eye like to the sides and also like partially behind to make sure nothing tries to sneak up on them.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye on the back end. That's cool. Well, is there anything you're doing besides flashing a flashlight at people's eyes?
I'm gonna put Chinook on my shoulder if they hear anything unusual ahead of us, since they have great hearing. But also, I'm trying to see if I can use a spell. I could use a spell, but it really doesn't help me out.
You're about to make it to the first platform as you're descending down. And now the platform is before you. Like, it levels out for a little bit, and then it descends down again. So you just want to walk across it.
Kind of. Can I do an investigation to see if it can hold people's weight?
Sure.
Okay. Guys, this thing is so strong, I could jump on it.
Yes. It will hold everybody's weight. So you move
We'll
forward?
continue walking.
You move forward?
I said yes.
Okay, didn't hear that. And everybody's staying close to her as well?
Yeah, within 5 feet.
I hate to ask
We have
these
no reason not to
questions,
believe
but,
her.
Yeah. I just hate having to ask these questions, though, because all of a sudden, Chinook flaps its wings, but it seems like it was way too late, as it heard a weird noise as your foot does a click noise, and Chinook kind of like reacts to it, but in that same instance, from the walls, there's like these little slits that you did not see, and then all of a sudden there's like sharp needles that kind of like spring out from both sides and across to the other wall. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, yay! Including Dorian and Chinook.
Oh my god, Arthur. Nope.
Oh, Arthur's golden. Alright, so we'll say 14 is what you need to succeed. And you take 7 points on a success, 0 on evasion, 14 on a fail. So Chinook goes bye-bye.
They go poof.
And how did Dorian do?
Dorian succeeded, and he gets to take half of half.
Cool.
Oh, I gotta
God.
roll for the
Oh yeah, the bear and Jackal. The
Alright,
bear has a chance.
dex- Oh, okay, but Jackal has 3 hit points, so that's bye-bye.
So all of a sudden there's a big old puff of fur that kind of like goes up in the air, and it's like a balloon that just popped. That's one less problem.
Ow.
Alright, because he's getting sudden memories from the rumor mill.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Not this shit again. Okay, let's be a little more perceptive of our, and I have to make a con save too. Yeah, okay, so that gets, wait, hold on, it's yeah,
It's
no,
10
that's
or
gone.
higher. Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
hey.
just laughed when he says, like, let's be more perceptive.
And
Lose
you're
this
like-
thing to enhance perception.
Yeah.
And then your enhanced ability falls off. Oops. On it. Okay, so these platforms seem a little funny now that you stepped on one. But there's like at least 2 more that you can see going further down. And well, yeah, judging from the angle, it feels like you're lowering yourself into the bottom ring of El Tara. It's like you're getting back to the base.
Well, that does indicate one thing. Someone built this here for some damn reason that is enough to piss people off.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm sorry, Doctor. Did you say I can get a buy one get one free on the trap set? Well, absolutely. I'll take that offer.
So yes, we have 3 designs if you'll just look into the portfolio right there.
Oh, the floor and ceiling? Yes, let's do that next.
It's like, Doctor, I got some more wyvern poison.
Excellent. Thank you for setting the next trap for me.
And basically, it's like,
Oh, you
she's
don't
gonna
want to
be
get hit by that one.
looking around for traps now.
Well,
All right.
I find it hilarious that you're the one who's looking.
And Jack's gonna try to pipe up. Hold on. How about when we get to the next platform, we all step back and send someone else forward to test it?
I'm glad you volunteered.
Yep.
I'm having flashbacks to the rumor mill now.
Yeah.
This did not go well. Ow, ow, ow. All right.
Oh, we'll do exactly what Jack asked us. So that'll do that. I'll keep an eye out for any additional things.
All right. Well, the artificer and not the rogue takes the lead now. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, when we get to the next platform, he's not gonna go on it. He's gonna send Coach on it.
You evil bastard.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yeah, you descend down, and then Coach looks at you like, "What?"
No, we're just gonna make sure you can handle the weight, because if it can handle your weight, it can handle ours. Go forward.
It frowns, even though you can't tell, and then it
Oh,
slowly stalks
No,
onto the
Mr.
thing.
Bear.
I need the bear to make a dexterity saving throw, as from the ceiling and the floor there's these little slits that and you see like a little bit of green goo upon the tips of whatever shot through. Yep. And I need
It's
a
a 10.
constitution saving throw as well.
For
Poison
the bear.
damage.
Okay.
Poison damage.
Okay. God.
So it does.
Yeah.
The needles themselves do 8 piercing.
Okay.
This bear is dead though. Like seriously.
Yeah.
You guys
Bear's
did
very
this.
dead.
You did
Yeah.
this to it.
No.
And then the bear
That was a good test.
Yeah, the bear whines and moans, and then all of a sudden,
Sorry, Coach. Please don't tell Odie. Okay. Well, I'm then going to check to see if once it's activated, the trap is done. Or try to discern that.
well, how do you want to do that?
An investigation.
Sure, I'll allow it. That's usually what rogues do.
It's 21.
And I'm looking at you, Arthur. So yeah, you take a while, but then again, an artificer doing this as well, you kind of like take a look at the craftsmanship, and you can't help but notice similarities and familiarity of some kind of craftsmanship that's happened here. The scale that has been put here to kind of like antagonize people and keep them from going any further. The bear clearly stepped on a trigger that is like in the center of the platform. So like if people were just aimlessly wandering together, it would hit all of them at the same time by the time it got to the center, so to speak. So you kind of like see that indent, and as you see it, it's slowly escalating back to the top. Like it's not, it sounds like it's resetting basically. And then you hear a soft hum of like a bunch of stuff just got re-equipped, so to speak. Like it's like a sheathing sound, almost like multiple little mini sheets.
Alright, well, the good news, I've seen crap like this before. Bad news is, I've seen crap like this before. Avoid the center. And I'm going to point out to the exact location. Do not step there. Go around it carefully.
Oh, we can get rid of the bear now.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that, although, is it only flying things at us? Because, like, we could just tie a rope to my,
Just go fucking around it.
Vol is just like
Make her
overcomplicating every plan. Like, really?
I'm sorry.
Oh, is this what's become of
It's
our...
like, wait a minute, I have an idea. It's like, all right, Jack, I'm going to lift you up and I'm going to throw you across the panel.
With that
You
sort of
have-
luck, he would land on top of the
Yeah,
trap.
absolutely. And then it just keeps spraying you every 6 seconds until you get off. So I hope you don't die. But no, if you, like, you notice the imprint, you notice the indent, you notice where the bear steps specifically on this particular platform, you're able to get around.
Yeah, he would basically lead the path to safety. All right, follow me.
And everybody just kind of like follows in with you. Continuing down to possibly the last platform that you come across. What would you like to do?
Hey Arthur, you want to check this out with me just to make sure there's 2 eyes better than, or 2 sets of eyes better than none. Check this in for
Sure.
where the trap is.
As they're going to pull out some thieves' tools, whatever he was able to scrounge up from people, and he's going to start poking about it.
Investigation check.
Poke, poke.
Equal
Lots of
pokes.
poking.
You start poking and you can't help but notice the wall starting to glow as a glyph seems to be humming. And I need the 2 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Mother.
There's this
Oh,
arcane
I need to-
blast that... And... Jack, you both... Okay, evasion will save you, Arthur. And Jack, you take 10 points of bludgeoning arcane damage. As these glyphs
Okay.
just kind of like explode in your face. And
Okay,
then,
for some reason my hit points went away.
because you are dead. No.
I think I had,
Hold on, I'll
Oh,
see
go ahead.
what's going on.
I forget what I had.
I was just gonna say that would have been a
oh.
horrible way to die.
I think it was 41. I don't know if I'm down to 41 or...
I mean... Sorry, I accidentally deleted you again. Let's call it 41 for now. I'm okay with that.
Alright. I'm just gonna roll a few d20s because I forgot about the turret. So that's gonna be its saves. It rolled 2. Okay, so... Took at least... I'm just gonna take off 20 hit points from that.
Okay,
There we go.
fair enough. Alright. And, let's see here. And as you guys get hit by that explosion, you see a wave of, like, gold light just kind of, like, redraw the rune. Like, you see this elvish script starting to come back into vision as it's slowly completing, and then it finishes.
Question, what does the Elvish script read?
Explosion! Give me a perception check, though, Arthur.
Alrighty. 24.
As you notice this elvish script lit up, right? It then fades, and then it comes just a very light gradient away from the natural color of the wall, but you can barely make it out. And then your eye catches a whole line on both sides of the wall all the way to the other side of the platform.
So great, it's either disable this or... I suppose they're not even going to be able to crawl. So,
A total of 7
it-
runes on each side.
Did it only activate along the walls or just the floors?
on the walls. That being said, he just kind of cracks his knuckles and... we're going to start damaging runes
Okay.
and disabling them.
Alright, I I got a DC in mind, guys. We're gonna go with this and then this. So kind of like showing the people at home what my DC is. But for you, you gotta do it 7 times for each side of the wall. And if one of them fails...
Kaboom. Great.
Yep.
So thieves'
mean,
tools.
Ideally, maybe you can just do one side of the wall and just walk along that side of the wall, but you feel like even if you just pass through them from the center, because the thing is, it's like both of you stopped in front of it, and as you touched it, that's when it started to activate, right? And you feel like that would have happened if you walked within, you know, if you were in the middle of the hallway itself, like it activates upon someone actually passing or tampering.
Out of curiosity, start, because there's another thing we could do. How fast did it take to reload it? Like when it reloaded?
Just like
spell.
long enough to, like, how long does it take for you to write the word explosion?
Well, if you're trying to, okay, that's okay. That makes sense. But that's about like
Yeah,
4
it's
or
just
5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like.
How
maybe
long
it
is this
happens
hallway?
About 7 times 5, 35 feet. For this platform, that's how they're like 5 feet apart. So there's 7 squares of the platform, and then it goes back down.
Above table, what I was thinking is that we get the wine balls and check them to activate them, and then you have about 4 seconds to like mess with the rune writing before I could finish it up.
I
Well,
have 80 bolts that I can just shoot to see if it activates.
Well, you know, I could just block the walls like we could just walk through.
God, you're a magical person. Yeah, it works. Magic.
I imagine Eartha just kind of starts mocking slightly. He's in a very poor mood right now.
I mean, you could start disabling stuff before they actually come up with something. You never know. You might finish first.
I mean, if Arthur's stubborn, they can start.
Yeah, what do you want to
Yeah,
do? Like,
you know
they're
what?
still
Screw
talking
it.
about it. Now, go ahead,
Start,
give me
chop
3 for
up
now.
the first rune.
Yeah, let's do the first one. Let's see what happens.
21
Alright.
on thieves' tools.
You easily disbarred the rune. Continue.
Going down to the next one.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Going down to the next one.
Not so good. Okay. So we'll
I'm gonna
stop
buy
there.
myself advantage.
Oh, okay.
Actually, nah. Let's see what happens.
Roll a dex save.
Yep.
You easily duck out of the way. I don't have to roll any damage because you were the only one there. And you evade. And then that rune starts re-scribbling itself back up. And done.
Gonna attempt to disable that one again.
Alright, yeah, go for it.
26 this
And
time.
this time you mar it up and it's not going to go off. So that's 3 runes disabled on that. And about this time we hear Christopher say, we could just... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, what Christopher suggested he could do. He, you know...
Yeah, that's
Christopher-
just like that's the part of the sentence he's reached by the time that you started working on the 4th rune.
Yeah.
That's
so
why he
you got
stopped.
Yeah, so that's why, like, you're at the 4th rune. Like, you even heard that audible explosion, but Arthur just ducked out and went back in.
Anyways, it's completely ignoring Christopher. He's just gonna chop up that next rune.
Yep, you managed to chop that one.
Do I need to roll dexterity save?
No, it's 4 down.
Alright.
I mean, let's let
Is
him
our
do it.
path clear yet?
You got 3 more to go to get through this hallway on your side.
Alrighty. Chopping up the next one. Just kind of yells back, I think I have this covered.
That's 5 runes down as you keep marring them away. 6. And the
He's
last
got
one.
this.
Roll a dexterity save. Alright, that's evasion. So he snaps away. The 7th rune is still there.
Oh.
And no more. So the whole right side of the wall has been disabled. The left side's still there, but it seems if you just travel along the right side of the wall, you will not activate the ones on the left.
Christopher's about to raise his staff and then just realizes that Arthur is already at the other half of the hall.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so curious of how expensive this hallway is to install.
Well, they're rich, right?
They are
Well,
lords
I'm
and
not
nobles.
precisely sure of how the governing system works, but I suppose in most positions of power, there's a level of corruption that could result in being rich.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Well-
know about that, Christopher.
Damn, shots fired. Sick burn,
just
bro.
gonna- Paul's just gonna continue following the group behind Arthur.
Alright. You eventually find that this area kind of like comes to a final platform, but there's a wall. Like, it just ends at a wall. It looks like a dead end just by looking at it. But it looks like the final platform that descends here.
Arthur is going to kind of walk up, first examine it for traps, because I do not trust this.
Hey, that's a thing rogues do. I'm surprised you remembered. Go ahead and roll. Investigation. Nice. A 16. I actually saw a 16 that a rogue rolled. The area seems devoid of traps closest to you, and then as you kind of like safely step closer, I don't know if you want to like get all the way to that wall, but you can if you want. Do you
Yeah.
do so?
Just keeping an eye out for traps.
There's this covering on the wall, like it's been recently disturbed, and it looks like it can be manipulated in some way, like it can pull, tug, or move it in a direction, but it's been recently disturbed, so it indicates that somebody moved something here. It's like against the wall, like a okay, for lack of a better term, it's like somebody hit a lever underneath a cover, so to speak, into the wall, if that makes sense. And it's just like
Yeah.
a sleeve. Yeah, it's just like a sleeve trying to conceal the wall and the lever, but you easily make it out.
Yeah. He'll pry that up and
Yeah.
see what's
and
beneath it.
And as you do, you see this lever, and it catches your eye, right? There's like 4 little ticks or indentions on the right side of the wall, and then there's the lever there in the middle. The feeling that you get is like, because it's like in depth into the wall, that if you were just to grab the lever, something might happen to your hand, and these indentions kind of like set that off. I mean, you can pull the lever if you want.
Pull the lever, Arthur!
Wrong lever!
Arthur is going to poke with a lockpick into those indents,
Give me...
see what they are.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, give me an investigation on these particularly. We're now focusing on a specific part of this so-called trap that you're on. And, yeah, let's just do investigation.
I'm buying advantage.
Okay, fair enough.
I do not trust whatever might be there.
I wouldn't either. And we're going. Go ahead and reroll. And don't F up. Ooh, nice. For once, a cookie cluster saves you. And as you're fiddling with these, you've noticed like there's a mechanism that kind of like retracts. You hear a click, like something's trying to go backwards. And then all of a sudden you hit another one and it like snaps forward like a bear trap. So like if you were to just grab that lever, you would have felt the bear trap grip on your arm and it might have taken it off or something. but you keep fiddling with it and then you just disable it. Like it's no longer working. Like you hear it go all the way back, and then the springs and the bearings and whatever's keeping this thing from snapping kind of like bend out of place, and it gets overstretched and doesn't work anymore. At which point you can pull the lever.
And Arthur will pull the lever.
Off
As
in
you-
the distance. Why do we even have that lever?
I love that show. As the lever gets pulled, unfortunately it wasn't by Kronk, the light in here gets flooded with outside light, as you kind of like have to like cover your eyes for a moment, readjust. Like it's still kind of like you had light with you, but now you got full daylight spraying you in the face, and then you just kind of like gotta cover up for a moment. And as the outside world reveals itself to you, you find that you are in, not in Altara, but like the backside of what would be like one of the walls of Altara, if these trees that line the forest were actually walls, and you're like on the outside of Altara.
Guys, we made it to Undertale.
You're in a beautiful
Murderin'.
forest.
Genocide route all the way.
Later. Oh, anyways. Arthur is going to then just kind of poke their head out and just look around.
And Arthur dies. No, I'm just kidding. They got him. They were waiting. No. Make a perception check. And this is probably where we're going to end for tonight, too.
Damn cliffhangers these weeks. Uh,
Yeah, as you listen, take a look, you find that the area seems safe. You don't hear anybody nearby. Only wildlife seems to be roaming in various directions, but you take a step out, question mark?
yeah.
Yeah, so as you take a step out and realize exactly where you are, you're just in a open part of the forest with no clear roads. The forest itself has like clearings for pathways, but nothing large enough for like a cart or anything to make its way through here. So their trees kind of like collapse in on each other within 5 feet of each other, like creating these makeshift paths. But for the most part, you could tell the city is right there to the right of you, so to speak. Like you're on the outskirts of it. You can kind of like make out where the tree line of the upper city was. And that's where we're going to end the session, as you all kind of like spill out into this open forest. And we'll pick up on that next week, unless you guys want to do one final thing before we head out.
Well, I don't think Arthur's stuff is out here. Time to go all the way back.
Yeah, right.
I would. Damn it, we went the wrong choice. Alright, let's walk back. Closes the door.
And back up the stairs they go, and hopefully they don't activate the rest of the traps. Alright, we'll pick up on that next week, my friends. I hope you all had fun tonight. I hope you were able to enjoy our lovely little rescue mission, as it were. That was a lot of poor rolls at the very beginning, wasn't it? Join us again next week at 7 p.m. Central, all the time on Mondays for Elsparia Trails to the Past. We'll be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. as well for The Lost Mines of Phandelver, where I play a rascally Raspin, who is a Tabaxi rogue, learning now that he can finally do Phantom Rogue stuff. Yay! Join us Fridays starting at 6 p.m. from here on out. It's going to be 6 p.m. on Fridays for our open roleplay. If you would like to join, hit !help in our Twitch chat. If you're over on Facebook, I advise you come over to Twitch, just because that's where the moderation of the chat is, and that's where all the commands are. We still appreciate you over there at Facebook, so don't think we don't want you to stop watching. Either way works for us, but we'd like for you to come join us over here. Last but not least, Sunday we have an open roleplay for sub only, so if you subscribe to the Twitch, another reason to come, you can link that to your Discord, join our Discord, and then you can also play on Sundays at 12 p.m. sub only campaign open to everybody who is a sub to the channel, so we welcome you to join us there. We are still more or less planning an event in December, so that's still a ways off, but we're going to try to go back to St. Jude's around the 10th, I believe, so still in the work. That's the end of my announcement. Say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook, my friends.
Good night.
Chennai.
Not at night.
Night.
Okay, hold on, Mike. Work with me. Night. There we go. Yay!
Good job, Mike. Tell John he doesn't have to help this time. And with that, my friends, we will see you next time. Stay tuned. We're going to go raid somebody so you can get some more of those clusters and cheat death in the next game that you may or may not be in. So stay tuned and make sure you ask these people if they hear the calling.